And there we go. We are on the air once again.
What's up, gang? We
For
are here.
We're here for the ultimate debate. We're here to rank all the DreamWorks movies. It says there are 55 images here, so we're gonna have a fun time with this. Now, it's listed all here in release order. Do we want to do it in release order, or do we just want to pick one and just discuss it and go from there?
I do not. I am indifferent either way. So whichever one you would prefer to do, I am fine with.
Okay. Well, perhaps we should. You know what? Let's start from the beginning. What's y'all's opinion of ants with a Z?
I'll be so for real. I don't. I don't remember it. I think I watched it as a small child, and maybe, possibly. As a kid, I used to get it confused with A Bug's Life. I don't remember anything about it.
Well,
I don't small ants.
kind of starting the rivalry off strong. DreamWorks opening their first animated feature being a ripoff of A Bug's Life, which is an actually good movie, whereas this is going to D tier.
I also did not like that movie. I only ever saw the ads for it, and they scared me. I was like,
I don't feel like I was missing out on much.
You really weren't. I watched it once out of morbid curiosity, and I don't know.
Was it mid?
It was mid. I don't know how this was a kids movie. There was this really graphic war depiction. I don't know what that was all about.
Realistic war.
I mean,
Interesting. I would not have expected that out of a movie called Ants.
Yeah. It's not worth revisiting. It really isn't. It's literally just the DreamWorks.
Worst Bug's Life.
Yep, DreamWorks literally just trying to one up Disney at something, which they then succeeded to do with their next project, The Prince of Egypt.
that was a banger.
Oh yeah.
Pretty sure we could all safely say either A or S tier.
Yeah. This is going in S. This is a masterpiece.
Speaking of the party of the Red Sea alone gets it an S.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, hold on. I do not dislike this movie. Do not misunderstand what I'm saying. However, would we say Prince of Egypt is if you had to go back to it, would you go back to Prince of Egypt over either Megamind or Kung Fu Panda? I wouldn't. For me, it's A. I think it's great. I think it's like a phenomenal movie. Personally, though, I'm like, it's good. Like you watch it, like you remember the first part, the middle part's kind of like, huh, and then there's the song, and then he parts the waters. I feel like overall, I don't know. It doesn't stand out as to me overall super like icon. Like it's not as iconic to me for S tier. I still think it's good. I'm not trying to say it's a bad movie by any means. I just don't think it's I wouldn't say it's S tier.
I would.
I wouldn't go back to it and be like, oh, I feel like watching Prince of Egypt today if I also had like Megamind and Kung Fu Panda on the shelf.
Well, here's the thing. We can kind of move each one along the axis. Like if we were to say put up Shrek here, for example. If we want to put Shrek up in front of Prince of Egypt, we could totally do that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So we could call this an S tier movie while also having something in front of it, you know?
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I still think it's A. I still think it's very good. I just don't think it's as iconic as a lot of other movies, though. It's got if it wasn't for the parting waters, I don't think anybody would care. Like I feel like that's
The angel of death going through Egypt, that was also like really, really, that was beautiful. Not it killing all the children, but the animation was like really good.
We didn't. Do we see it?
Yeah, it's like that white. Like,
Oh, it does. Yeah.
And the songs are really good.
The music is good.
Like this
The
is
historical.
this is the one Bible story that a studio actually got right, where VeggieTales got it wrong.
Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. What do you mean? What do you mean by wrong?
This isn't gonna show the Pharaoh's dead son. I don't think.
First of all, they don't show
I mean,
you get sent to Tickle Land.
Also
that's
scared
wrong
of
story.
Wrong.
Wrong story, Jason. Mo and the Big Exit is better than the Prince of Egypt? I don't think so.
Say again, who in the Big Exit?
Mo and the Big Exit. That's the story that parodied Moses in VeggieTales.
We're not gonna say that was sorry.
Okay. I misunderstood what you meant. I thought you meant Prince of Egypt was better than like the entirety of VeggieTales. That's why I was like, oh.
No. This is the one.
Okay.
This is the one Bible story that Big Studio got right, where VeggieTales got it wrong.
Okay. I will concede to that because I'm pretty sure I did see that one as a kid, and I don't remember anything about it. And that's like, but it's VeggieTales. You're supposed to remember everything. So like, I don't. Clearly, it didn't win if it didn't catch me. I remember Little Joe. Little Joe was peak.
Oh yeah, Little Joe was good. Mo and the Big Exit.
We might have to go make a VeggieTales.
We might have to rank VeggieTales next.
What did we do? Remember? I will not further protest Prince of Egypt. Like if we want if you two want Prince of Egypt and S, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I saw a hill I'm willing to die on. This is not my hill.
Okay, next up we have Joseph, King of Dreams. I don't remember this one actually.
Oh, I remember bits and pieces of that one. I remember the dream of like the hay bales bowing down, and the animation was like kind of creepy to me of that one. It wasn't as good as Prince of Egypt, but I still liked it.
I feel like
I would watch it again, but I'd probably put it in B. It's not bad, it's just like not as memorable.
I agree with Neva's assessment. I saw it as a kid, thought it was good. The only part I remember really well, oddly enough, is him running away from the Pharaoh's wife.
Yeah, I know.
I low key Prince of Egypt, but without the parting of the waters or the angel.
Honestly,
I guess we had hay bale.
I would say this one goes in C.
That's fair. I would not oppose that.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. It's not like as good.
I think it's a serviceable movie, but it's not gonna break any records.
Yeah,
It is a movie.
Yeah, it is a movie. It does exist. I think it's fine. It's fine.
It is a movie. Some say that it is real.
Israel? It's a Jews reference?
Israel?
Like Israelites?
Israel?
Is it real though?
Okay, next up.
What do we got next?
The Road to El Dorado.
I've actually seen that one, but I've heard it's very good.
Hey.
Okay, I wasn't allowed to sue it, so I never saw it.
Oh, I think I can understand why.
I've seen clips.
Yeah, you'll have to take that one. I've heard it's good. I've seen the memes from it, but I wasn't allowed to watch it.
It's a meme gold mine. On the one hand,
the amount of memes I've seen, the 2 or 3 memes I've seen come from it, that doesn't surprise me at all.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Where would we put this? I think either A or B. This one's a good movie. I don't know if it's I don't think it's S tier. I think it would go in either A or B.
Okay, well here's a test. If the option was available, and if you didn't have to like go to work, if okay, your boss says, Connor, go home and watch a movie. That is your assignment for work today, and you had that as an option. Would you watch the movie and be excited and be like, oh yeah, or is it like yeah, I have to watch this movie?
I'd be excited to watch this movie. I'd put it in A.
That sounds like A to me.
Yeah, this movie's A. It's funny. It's got the good humor. And
How's the animation?
animation is still on the level of Prince of Egypt. All the 2D animations from DreamWorks are peak. Even Sinbad has great animation.
Same with Disney. No, we peaked. They peaked out 2D animation. Like they finally got it perfect. Like, have you seen Tarzan? As in the last 10 years, like Disney's Tarzan. That movie is incredible. That movie looks so good. And then it's just like they finally got they got it perfect, and then they dropped it completely for 3D. And I'm so sad that they don't.
3D, if 3D isn't a bad animation medium, it's just that they don't do it good.
Also, it's just they don't do they just don't do 2D anymore. Like almost everything that's 2D is that shitty ass Steven Universe, big blobby character with the big eyes.
So different, Spider-Verse is 3D and that's good. Arcane is 3D and that's my favorite art style of all time. I wish everything could be in that art style. It's Disney 3D is just
Pixar 3D. Yeah, everyone's sick of Pixar 3D. It was great 20 minutes, or not 20 minutes, 20 years. It was great 20 years ago, but we're sick of it now.
Yeah.
I want to see more texture and just different anything. It's oh wow.
Speaking of different, what do we think of our next one, Chicken Run?
I loved that movie when I was a kid. I thought I imagined it for a long time. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Chicken Run is iconic.
I don't remember too much of it except the one part where one of them, they find out that they're gonna get killed and eaten, and one of them's like, "Well, let's not lose our heads," and then they all start freaking out.
Fortunately, yeah, people are going to be going crazy. If this video actually had a bunch of people watching it, they'd be annihilating me in the comments. Didn't see it. As a kid, I was like, "This looks like Flushed Away."
Yeah,
that's because they were made by Aardman. Both made by Aardman.
I liked the trailer. I saw for it as a kid. There was a 5-minute trailer that was on probably at the back of Flushed Away or something that I saw as a kid. You haven't seen Flushed Away?
I wanted to watch it when I was a kid, but we just never got around to it.
Connor, we gotta watch Flushed Away with Neva.
Yep, we are definitely watching Flushed Away when we get up there.
I'm not gonna act like Flushed Away is the greatest movie of all time or anything.
Yeah,
but
me neither. But
it is good enough for you to have to at least see it once.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to or anything. I was just we just never had it and just never got around to it.
That's fine.
But yeah,
I did not have cable or access to a lot of classic movies when I was younger. It was kind of just well, do my parents like it? All right, we'll watch it. Have my parents seen it before, or do they care about it? No. All right, I guess I'll just never know.
Yeah, I think
I lived in Japan. We had AFN, which was the base TV station, and they would play some stuff. Sometimes we watched Mystery Incorporated and this one, and in the mornings you catch a lot of little kid cartoons. We had Netflix for a bit. I watched a lot of DVDs. I miss physical media.
Physical media.
Anyway, there will be a lot of good movies that I haven't seen, not because I think they're bad or anything, but just because I literally just missed out on it, and then as an adult, I don't care because I don't have the nostalgia for it.
Right.
I haven't
yeah.
seen a lot of popular franchises, and it makes people really angry. I'll either have not seen it because I wasn't allowed to, because I was like raised in an extremely strict household, or because I just never saw it. So like I never saw The Matrix. I never saw Jurassic World. I never saw, what was the other one? I didn't see Harry Potter. I didn't see a lot of stuff, and that makes people mad.
Get mad when they hear like,
So
I've
it's
seen Harry Potter. I'm like, I don't have a desire to watch it. I just don't think it looks that good.
it's like if it's like
I don't care.
well, I don't have the nostalgia for it, and then I also don't. It's just kind of like if I know the gist of it, then I probably and I'm not drawn in by like just the premise. I'm not gonna care. Like it's like I think dinosaurs are okay. I'm not a big dinosaur guy, so like you haven't seen Jurassic Park, and it's like the dinosaurs get loose. Uh-oh. I'm just like, all right, that's all I need to know. I personally, I'm not invested.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry. Side tangent just to inform you, if there's a really good movie and I haven't seen it, it's not because I don't want to, it's just I never got around to it.
Okay. Well, for now,
Chicken Run is one of those videos.
I think Chicken Run I would put in high B, low A. If we get to a point where we want to rearrange it, put this in A, I think we could go ahead and do that. But for now, I think B is a good place to put Chicken Run. It's a
I
good.
agree. It's an enjoyable movie, but if I'm just sitting at home and I'm bored, I'm probably not gonna choose Chicken Run as the movie.
You're not just gonna pop it into the player and you're like, all right, time for some Chicken Run.
No, like if we've got like Jason's younger sisters over and I gotta put a movie on for them, I'm not picking Chicken Run. We had Jason's sisters over a while ago. After I got out of surgery, they were sitting and helping me. I needed to put on a movie for something, and I just put on Astro Boy from 2000. And it still holds up. I love that movie. It's still good. Some of the like animation hasn't aged that well, but it's still good. And
Viva la
I used to watch them.
revolution!
Yeah, exactly. I love the robots. I love the I like the 1963 anime. I watched that with my sister. That was interesting. I watched it when we had Netflix. The problem was that it was all out of order. Like for some reason when they uploaded all the episodes, they were all out of order. So you'd be like in season 1 and you'd randomly have some episodes from like way like towards the end of the entire series, and it's like, okay, who is this? And then next episode would go back to season 1 and it's like, all right. Glad I know what's going on.
Yep. Yeah, I get that. Some shows are not meant to be watched out of order.
Yeah.
Like The Big Bang Theory. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
Or it's some generic sitcom where nothing happens.
Yep. Anyway, Shrek. We all know Shrek is going in S tier. I mean, there's literally an S in the title. But do we want it to be ahead or behind The Prince of Egypt?
I think Shrek is A.
I thought you said A.
I did.
Yep.
I think Shrek is good, but I do think the first Shrek is overhyped. I don't think it sits up there next to Prince of Egypt in any capacity.
Oh, you think it sits down here? Oh.
I do think it's good. I'm not saying it's bad. I just don't think... I think the first Shrek specifically is good, but it's not like I'm throwing Shrek 1 on at any given opportunity.
I liked Shrek because he was green. Two very different takes over here.
You know what? I agree. I agree. I think Shrek 2 is the one that deserves to be up in S tier.
Amen. Yes. Shrek 2 is better in every way.
What happens in that one again? Which one is Shrek 2?
That's the one where he turns into a human. That's the one with Prince Charming. That's the one who is way more interesting and funny than... I mean, Farquaad is funny. But like, Prince Charming and the Fairy Godmother is way more interesting. No, that's the first one is where they go to rescue Princess Fiona from the tower. They learn that she's a Shrek and she has to go marry Prince Farquaad, and then the short guy.
Yeah, I know him.
No,
Prince Charming were in the first one.
no, they come in Shrek 2. Shrek 2 is the one where Shrek goes to meet Fiona's family, and then they don't like him because he's an ogre, and then he drinks the potion to become handsome, and then it's
Where there's like the scene at the table and everyone's like saying each other's names, and Donkey's like, Donkey! I love that part. When I was, is that the one that has all the girls, like all the princesses?
No, that would be Shrek the Third.
Oh, I like the part with the princesses. I don't remember anything else about that movie, but I like the part with the princesses. I was like, yeah, go power!
I, as a kid, thought the end of Shrek 2 was genuinely hype. The cover of I Need a Hero by the Fairy Godmother is better than the original. It's better than the original. And then you have the hype of them storming the castle with a giant gingerbread man.
Yes!
So Shrek can confront a doppelganger who's taken over his life to save his wife. It is actually unironically hype. Shrek 2 is infinitely better and more. It's just the first one, but everything good about the first one, and then better. Also, it's got Puss in Boots in the second one.
Oh yeah, Puss in Boots.
I love Boots. I love Puss in Boots. It says like cats have been like my favorite thing since I was a kid, and I was obsessed with cats when I was a little girl. And man, I saw Puss in Boots and I was like, yeah,
right. You're
so real. Which one is the one with the guy with the chimichanga stand?
I don't remember.
Chimichanga stand. Oh, that would be Forever After.
I'm glad we agree.
That's my chimichanga stand.
I'm glad we agree. Shrek 2 being better than Shrek 1 is my hill that I will die on. I will fight any and everyone. I'll fight a whole room on my own on that. I
Need a Hero cover by the Fairy Godmother was so good.
It was so hype.
That changed my life.
Oh, yep. So there's no argument
even remember
with
what
this
movie it was from.
Here, right? There's no argument with this placement, right? Okay, yeah.
Nope. I think that's good. I would watch Shrek 2. If someone was like, hey, do you want to watch Shrek 2? I'd be like, yes. If someone said, do you want to watch Shrek? And I'd be like, okay. Maybe.
Yeah. I think the first Shrek was like memed to death, and I've kind of just become desensitized to it as a result.
That's fair.
But Shrek 2 holds its own.
Shrek 2 is just a phenomenal movie all around.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't remember every detail about it, so I don't know if you even need to like watch to know the plot of the first one like intimately to enjoy it. You might be able to just again be like, all right, the lady's married. I mean, actually, no. The premise of her turning into an ogre at night would probably be pretty confusing. Never mind. But
it's okay. I know Shrek intimately.
Nah, I just think Shrek 2's peak.
Okay, so we got two more 2D films to look at. First one being Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron. I'm surprised I was able to read that. What do we think of Spirit, the horse?
I saw it in like second grade, and I liked horses. And
honestly, I hate horses, but I loved that movie when I was a kid. So I'd probably put it in like C. Yeah, B.
B. I think it's B.
I'd be between B or C, so like B would work for me.
I don't remember it, so I can't judge it. So
I'd put it in B. I think I watched it once. I don't really know how much I connected with it, but I think it's good. It's good.
It's not a bad movie. It's not really like the type of movie that I like to watch now. But if you're into like, animal movies, I guess, then like it's good.
Pretty sure it was good.
It's good.
It was owned by like a Native American man at first.
Yeah.
Like, or at least in the plot. Didn't he get taken from his Native American?
He didn't be owned by anyone. The whole thing's for him to be free.
Okay, I'll have to believe you because
allegory for colonialism, colonization.
I'll have to take your word for it because I was second grade and I did not catch any of that because I was in second grade. I was too busy thinking about carrying my plunger around because I was like, I'm Mario. Anyway, what's the next movie?
Sinbad. Sinbad. The last 2D animation that DreamWorks ever produced.
I haven't seen Sinbad.
I vaguely remember that one. I know that I've watched it. Does it have the hot pirate lady in it?
Hot pirate lady. Well, hot pirate lady.
Does it have a pirate lady in it? Hot is
It does have a pirate lady. I don't know if it was a pirate lady. I'm pretty sure it's a it's a noblewoman who wanted to be on the pirate ship.
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't remember anything about it. But I remember seeing the hot pirate lady.
Perhaps I was not as knowledgeable enough to be making a DreamWorks tier list as I thought I would be.
Oh no, it's fine. It gets better. It gets better. Look at all that.
Like I said, clearly, I do not have ball knowledge of DreamWorks. DreamWorks as I do old Disney. Unfortunately,
To rank the Boss Baby movies, this is preferred compared to that.
I'd rather not know.
Now,
Boss Baby.
I think
do.
I think this was the weakest of all the DreamWorks 2D movies, but it was still okay. I'd put it right here above Ants, but
I don't know how. I keep in my mind. I'm like, oh, try to remember the Sinbad movie, and I keep thinking of what is it, Treasure Planet? I'm like, that's not it. That's not the one. Is Treasure Planet Pixar?
Treasure Planet is Disney.
Oh, okay. Because I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it was 2000s Disney.
I only saw Treasure Planet like once or twice maybe, but I really, really liked it. I want to watch it again. It was good.
Treasure Planet is my brother's favorite movie.
I like the space. I like the alien guy. I like space. I do like aliens.
I like the whole.
I watched a lot of that growing up.
I like the whole steampunk aesthetic Treasure Planet went with.
Yes, it was so pretty. I love that like unique type world building. I don't want to see a movie that's in freaking New York. I've seen that enough. Come on.
Oh,
I saw that enough on the news in 2001. I don't need to see it anymore.
Speaking of big city flicks,
Yes.
Shark Tale. What do we all think of Shark Tale?
Yes, that's the one with the shrimp, right? It's just not a baby. The baby had no arms or legs.
I saw Shark Tale when I was a kid and liked it.
Come on, remember the hot fish from Shark Tale? Remember how the main guy looks like Will Smith if he was a fish?
Yeah. I wonder why.
He's literally voiced by Will Smith.
That explains it. That would be.
Oh my god.
Okay. You know how like when people are like the hot fish from Nemo and you know what fish they're talking about? I thought it's like, oh, the fish that looks like Will Smith, and it's just like a funny coincidence.
You know right?
Yes, like the Tom Holland rap.
I'll accept that.
Or like how Miranda looks like the moon, like the creepy moon.
I accept your reasoning. It's just that you very clearly don't remember his voice if you didn't know that it was Will Smith, because it's pretty distinctly Will Smith.
That's fair. Will Smith in Madagascar?
No, that was Chris Rock.
That was Chris Rock, okay.
Will Smith slapped later.
Oh, is it because he was in Madagascar that he slapped him?
That's why there was a bunch of funny animations of the fish from Fishtail slapping Marty.
That makes more sense. And the fish, I love the fish, the lady fish. I love the hot fish for Shark Tale. I would put Shark Tale's an S. Shark Tale's like as high as you can go.
You don't even remember anything about it.
I do.
You don't remember anything about this movie. You remember the fish.
I remember the jellyfish with dreads. And we're like, hey, my brother. I think they said that. I don't know that that's super racist, and I'm sorry. And I will make an apology video, but I'm very certain that these were like Jamaican jellyfish. And I remember the whale car wash and the sharks. But the one shark didn't want to eat fish. And the whole thing was that the Will Smith fish wanted to get famous.
and then I don't know what happens in the end, but I really enjoyed watching that movie. I watched it like 10 times.
A or B?
And
Probably A or B.
because of the shrimp. It's got shrimps in it.
I'm not putting it above Shrek, but I will put it above Chicken Run, but it's behind El Dorado.
If someone were to be, if I had to put on a movie for someone and my options were Shark Tale or Chicken Run, I'm picking Shark Tale.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm probably picking, although to be fair, I'm probably picking Shark Tale regardless, just so that I can remember what happens.
All right, now next up we have Madagascar.
A.
Yeah.
The first one is really good, and it's funny.
I love the penguins.
I'll put it
It's
here.
just an entertaining movie.
That's good.
I feel like at any point watching the first one, you're just like, I'm bored and uninterested. Like, it's so all, like, it's so all over that you're just kind of like, what's happening now? Like, what? I think it's good. I think it's funny. The humor is genuinely good.
Penguins carry the show.
I remember
It's cares.
anytime penguins were on screen, it was like, if you were a kid and you were watching Madagascar, the actual plot of Madagascar was the side plot for you, and then the penguins were the most important part.
Yep. How it was for me with Ice Age. I was always more invested in Scrat's journey than all the main cast.
I remember when we watched my sister and I, we were watching the one Ice Age where like Scrat almost goes to heaven, and when he got like pulled out and didn't get to go to Acorn Heaven, I was so sad. I was like inconsolably crying for like 30 minutes, and my mom was just holding me and I was just sobbing, and she was like, what's wrong? The squirrel's alive. And I was like, go to Acorn Heaven. And she was like, I could tell she was trying not to laugh because it was really
Oh, you guys hear that they're making another aren't they making another Ice Age?
What?
Yes, I heard.
Yeah, another one.
Another
one.
It's big.
Record.
studio went out of business, and I thought the studio doesn't exist anymore. Who's making them?
Disney killed Blue Sky in cold blood and took its IP for itself. The freaking vampire.
No, I don't want to see this.
Transcrat.
But how do I call?
Girl, I don't know.
Wallace and Gromit: The Curse of the Were-Rabbit.
I don't think I actually saw that one. I've seen a lot of other Wallace and Gromit stuff, but I haven't seen that one. I saw the one with the moon cheese and with the evil baker lady and with the robot pants.
The only Wallace and Gromit I think I've seen is the one as a small kid. I saw the one where they went to the moon. I think I also might have saw the one there or with the silent penguin.
Oh no, I did see that one too, I think.
But I have not. Those are the only two Wallace and Gromits I've seen. We're out of cheese, Gromit. Let's go to the fucking moon. That's the next logical step. It's closer than going down to Costco, and I'm not going back to Brexit. Let's go to the moon.
Did you know that in 2005, this movie won the Oscar for Best Animated Feature?
Above Howl's Moving Castle, which is insane. As much as I love Wallace and Gromit, Howl's Moving Castle is like one of my favorite movies of all time, and I'm not gonna lie, I am a little mad. Wallace and Gromit,
Wallace and Gromit, then.
Man, you're right.
You just got no names.
You see, okay, Howl when he's like, okay, Howl in general, but specifically when he's like in between human and bird form.
Please, you are on the air.
That's why he's in my Hear Me Out. Listen.
I will not associate with you.
Oh, Neva, you're gonna get dragged.
Back inside. It's so sweet.
Jason,
okay, you're gonna be like all furry if you're not careful. Sorry, what?
Jason's gonna drag you across the coals, Neva. You see what he did to me?
Hardcore. What do you mean? That makes me
I'm gonna have to go actually define. Yeah, no. Part two.
He's more human.
He's a human face. Is any other part of him human in that form?
Okay. Not in his bird form, in the in-between.
I know,
He's
in
a
the
man
in-between.
with wings.
I haven't seen that in a minute.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really
Okay.
care too much about this movie, but it's Wallace and Gromit. It's all right. I put
Alright, yeah.
I put it top of B for now.
It's alright.
Again, I'd probably choose Shark Tale over Wallace and Gromit if I had someone over. I mean, Wallace and Gromit would probably be like my next pick out of all the like below S tier movies, but you know.
Yeah. Over the Hedge. What do we think?
I had this movie on DVD and it was okay. I remember there was I'm pretty sure it was from this movie. There was one part where this one like little animal character was like they were like at war or something and he was like talking about sheltering and he was saying like cover your heads and kiss your private parts goodbye. And I didn't know what that meant, so I said that when I was hanging out with my dad and sister one time and I got in massive trouble for it because apparently you're not supposed to say that.
I remember the part where RJ feels guilty for like manipulating everyone, and he's watching a TV that they stole, and it has Dr. Phil playing, and he goes, "If you feel like you're a dirtbag, then that probably means that you are a dirtbag." Just sitting there, just agonizing as he realizes that he's a dirtbag.
I remember the bit of like the HOA lady measuring the grass with a ruler.
Do y'all remember the Verminator?
Yeah, not very well, but yeah. I remember the meme that was going around recently where the cops tackle the homeowner association lady, and then the cop jumps in the air and then accelerates his gravity to fall down faster and deal more damage.
Like with his elbow.
He like elbow drops her full.
That's how I feel about HOA too. Honestly, that scene alone puts it in A.
Okay, they
Oh.
made the homeowner association a villain. That alone should get like that's A tier right there.
Yeah, okay, so do we want to put it above or below Shark Tale?
I don't know.
I don't know. They're kind of like on equal footing for me.
Do we want to put it above El Dorado?
I don't know. I've never seen that one.
Then I'm just gonna
Neither
do
of
it.
this.
I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah, we've never seen that one, so you can't say.
Here's the make or break for me. Does Shark Tale have a quirky, funny, high-pitched, really irritating side character?
Voiced by Steve Carell.
Who?
Michael Scott, Gru.
Oh.
Yeah, that's an actor. Shark Tale, just because it doesn't have Hammy, probably.
Oh.
If you had to keep watching these two movies, like, which one would drive you to insanity faster?
Probably Shark Tale.
All right, well, I guess you have a lot more patience. I am not a fan of the trope in movies where it's like, haha, quirky, really, really irritating, insufferable character. They're funny because they're annoying. That got old really fast growing up because every freaking animated movie's got to do it.
I mean, Shark Tale had like a bunch of those, but yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. That's what I was asking.
Shrimp! This is kind of
I don't care. Slap it next to it. It's inconsequential.
Slap the shrimp. I measured the shrimp one time there.
Yeah. I'll put it between El Dorado and Shark Tale.
Little shrimp. Now imagine two little shrimp rotating.
Alright, the
what
moment we've been waiting for. Flushed away.
Hey.
We've been memeing this one to death.
Definite A. Yeah, below Shrek 2 and like everything S tier, but like high A tier.
Oh yeah.
Keep your legs straight.
I did see that part. That was in a trailer for it that I saw. The guy like hits the ground and is like, "Oh, make sure to keep my legs straight."
Leg straight, Spike.
I'll cut my legs straight, Spock.
Is the Tom Holland rat voiced by Tom Holland?
And it's voiced by Wolverine's guy,
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah. Okay. They even have a Wolverine reference in there.
Okay, that's funny.
And then Spike and Whitey are voiced by Andy Serkis, aka Gollum, and Davy Jones, respectively.
Oh gosh.
W cast. Who is Rita voiced by? Do you know?
Rita. I have to look that up. I don't know off the top of my head. If you wanted to look that up, you could go right ahead.
Interesting. I will be right back. That was an easy dub.
Yep. Okay.
What the?
Alright, up next. Oh, Shrek the Third.
I don't know anything about Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet. That name sounds familiar.
She's in a lot of. Oh, she's an Avatar: Way of Water.
Oh.
I guess. IMDb. Hold on. I feel like she's an Avatar. It was in Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
I don't know anything about Baba Yaga.
Okay.
She was in Mary and the Witch's Flower. Divergent. She's in a lot of stuff, but they're mostly like adult live action movies.
Oh, okay.
She was in The Christmas Carol as Belle. No. Yeah, no, that's just, okay. She's kind of everywhere, but for adults.
Alright, Shrek the Third.
The only Shrek I haven't seen, actually. My family accidentally skipped it. We thought we saw it, and then apparently we haven't. So I heard it's not good. I don't know anything about it.
It's not really worth the watch now. Actually, you know what? Ants is moving down. Just because I think Shrek the Third was fine as a movie, fine enough, structure wise. Whereas Ants, what are you gonna remember about Ants?
That it wasn't good.
There are at least some memorable moments about Shrek the Third. There's one good scene in a big bag of slop, but overall, Shrek the Third, I can't put it any higher than D tier.
That's a fair assessment. That's probably more generous than a lot of people would give it, honestly.
Yeah.
Fine by me.
I'm subscribed to a YouTuber who has this ranked as his second least favorite of all the DreamWorks movies, only being above Turbo for some reason.
Wait, okay. I don't know if I trust this YouTuber if Turbo's at the absolute bottom of his list. Turbo, that's your least favorite movie? I'm not gonna praise Turbo, but I'm also not gonna be like, this is the worst movie to have ever done it.
Did say that though?
Why are you praying on my downfall?
Any further remarks about Shrek the Third, Neva?
No.
Nope, we're ready to move on.
Alright, B movie.
Yeah.
B movie. Oh, B for B movie.
B. Just put it right here.
It's fun. I mean, it's a meme movie. You can't really. It's written by Jerry Seinfeld. Like, I don't know, movie written by a predator for children. So I mean, yeah, I think he's all right.
You like jazz?
I think it's got a lot of funny stuff in it, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, this movie's so deep. It has a great message. It's like, bees are important. The end.
I like how the bee just steals the girlfriend of some guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently Jerry Seinfeld went on a talk show and apologized for quote unquote the sexual tension between the woman. So,
You're gonna have to take
Oh.
what's her name, Vanessa, to the court of chat over that.
Are you one of them fuzzies? Although to be fair, I think it was more of a personality thing because she had an attractive, muscular man, but he was just an asshole. So she dumped him for a bee.
And you know what? I feel like most women in her place would have done a very similar thing. Maybe not for a bee, but for a bird.
Wasn't giving any quote unquote sexual attention. There was just low key romantic. Yeah, you see a lot of things. It's just because you're a Tumblr girl.
Okay.
All right, B for B.
Up next, Kung Fu Panda.
S.
S.
I don't feel like we need to even we would not even have to discuss this. It's Kung Fu Panda. It's a movie that did that era of China so well that it sent the Chinese into disarray because they're like, how did Westerners make a better movie about our culture than we have?
Now, question.
They went out of their way to. It sounds like a stereotype at first, and then it is the most well researched, respectful, funny, genuinely interesting. It's just the music is iconic and peak. The characters are memorable and great. There's just it's the golden standard. I think it might be the best movie out of anything DreamWorks ever made. But so very, very easy S tier.
Oh yeah. I was about to say, do we want to put it above Shrek 2 or?
I will put it above Shrek 2, yes.
Yeah.
I love Shrek 2, but it's Kung Fu Panda. It's Kung Fu Panda.
Yup.
We're not topping Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu Panda.
The only except for the other Kung Fu Pandas, the only movie I think that can challenge Kung Fu Panda, we can get more into this later if we try to make if we do decide to make a which movie's the best one tier. The only movie I think can remotely rival Kung Fu Panda is Megamind.
Megamind is very good.
That's the only other one that I'm this one can probably rival that. But we can get to that when we get to later. But easy S. Easy S.
Oh yeah, it's 5 slots away.
Oh shit.
First, we gotta contend with Madagascar 2: Escape to Africa.
I think it's. Sorry, continue.
This title always confused me as a kid. Escape to Africa. Why? The 2 is kind of throwing me off. It's in the style of the logo, so you think Madagascar 2, but then there's Escape in Africa right next to the 2.
Escape Africa.
Escape Africa. Madagascar 2: Escape Africa.
I think Madagascar 2 is if the first Madagascar movie took itself seriously. I feel like Madagascar 1 is a funny one. It leans more into haha funny comedy. Whereas I feel like Madagascar 2 is more of a more grounded, more about the characters and their their deeper interests. I do think Madagascar 2 holds up as an actual movie. I like the first Madagascar. I do think Madagascar 2 is a better movie than the first one though.
Yeah.
Also, the penguin the monkeys form a union and are arguing with the penguins, and then the monkeys demand maternity leave, and then Skipper goes, maternity leave. He looks under the table. You're all males. And then the monkeys blackmail him with pictures of Skipper making out with his doll, and he's like, "Fine, you get your maternity leave." Yeah, oh no, Skipper has a love interest arc with a bobblehead doll that's it's like a Hawaiian girl.
I'm putting it in S just for that.
I will agree with S. I won't. I will not say it's like Kung Fu Panda or Megamind tier good, but it is extremely good. Like, I would pick Escape to Africa over most movies on this list.
Yep.
I'm comfortable with S at the very least. It's A though.
Monsters vs. Aliens.
I love that movie.
I think it's A, maybe B.
I put it A. I like it.
Yeah. You know what? Is it better than Shark Tale?
Because I've seen it, so yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember Shark Tale, but I remember Monsters vs. Aliens.
I'm moving Shark Tale down to B.
Okay, that's a personal opinion thing for me. One is like a fish that's like Will Smith, and I don't even remember what his deal is. And then one is like monsters are assembled to fight giant mechs and aliens and stuff. So it's like, to me personally, I find Monsters vs. Aliens to be more interesting.
Oh, yeah. It is more subjective, but yeah.
And that's a definitely me opinion. That's not a fault of it. It's just if I were to choose. We are not the people to ask for the Shark Tale opinion.
Nope. Oh yeah, that same YouTuber also has a massive bone to pick with Shark Tale, but, you know, as you do. Oh, How to Train Your Dragon. What do we think of this one?
I have to put my personal opinions aside because I don't care about the movie. I'm indifferent. It's a really good movie. I know it's a good movie. It's a very well-made movie. Or like a trilogy. It's a very good trilogy. I personally do not care. I do not like Vikings. I do not like medieval. I don't like anything medieval. I don't like Skyrim. I don't like medieval movies generally. The only exception for me personally is The Princess Bride. So, I don't like that era at all, and I don't personally love dragons. I don't hate them, but they're not my thing. It's a perfect example of I think it's a great movie, but it's not for me. So, like, it's probably S, but, like, I cannot champion it, even though I know that it's really good.
Like, I can champion it. It's my dad's favorite movie, animated movie ever. I think I'd put it above Prince of Egypt. Just because this is a prime example of an S-tier DreamWorks movie. It's peak.
It's good. I'll be down with that one.
I found myself bored a lot with the movie. It was like, I felt that a lot of it was like just some loser kid like, I don't know, do I really belong? It's just like, oh, but my dragon's cool. I don't like the characters in it. That's a me thing though. I don't like her. You got the twins. The twins are funny, but then you got like the bully guy who's lame, and then you just have the guy whose whole personality is being fat and slow. The only cool one is Astrid.
Yeah.
Then the dad.
Oh, Stoic the Vast.
And then Stoic, who's in the closet.
Stoic the Vast is literally my dad.
Bad news.
There are moments I enjoy from the movies. I'm not a hater by any means. I will treat it with the respect it deserves. But I do think I found a lot of it to be boring.
Yeah. Yeah, I can concede with that.
Personal preference, bro.
Yep, personal preference.
I just hate the okay, my thing. It's not colorful at all. I hate those drab, like, everything's gray and, like, the brightest colors are gonna be someone's, like, dark red vest. I don't know, I hate that. I hate medieval stuff. I'd rather watch B movie just because there's colors on the screen because I'm a small child.
Oh.
Zebra was reading the being in first grade allegations.
That's my TikTok Zoomer brain.
Okay, I was gonna wait to talk about this until later, but I saw this in the tier list for some reason, and I'm just gonna put it down here. This is no. What are you doing, DreamWorks?
Whoa! That's a crazy take. Hold on. You're putting the live action How to Train Your Dragon below Ants?
I fully agree with that. We did not need a live action one. The animated one was already good. There's no point in having a live action other than to just milk the cash cow even more. It is soulless and pointless, and it sucks. I hate live action. No, I've seen bits and bits of it. It's exactly the same as the animated movie. I don't want to see it again.
Okay, hold on. This goes into a whole different discussion, though. We watch the live action movies, and then we throw a fit that it's not accurate to the animated movie. And then this movie comes out, and it's accurate to the animated one. And then we're mad about it.
The fact of the matter is, it shouldn't exist at all. It shouldn't exist at all. This is a desecration of perfectly good art.
Whoa!
Which is something.
This movie, the desecration, when Disney's over there milking, ruining. At least this movie is just the movie, but live action. I would say the Disney movies are the desecrations.
They absolutely are. I'm not going to disagree with you on that. I
don't know.
Why do we need to make the same movie again?
Because people like live action. They like to see real people interacting with the dragon.
See real people.
You don't
with the dragons.
You like Undertale.
These are real people. They're just in animated form. This is a different medium. Just because animation is a different medium from live action does not.
This movie's not made for the three of us because we prefer animation. We like animation more.
So we can't be like,
this is impartial, or to some extent, this is our opinion, but like.
Our opinion, and if our opinion is that we like animated things better in general, and we shouldn't have to be making live actions of stuff, why couldn't we have made a different movie with different characters?
You're telling me you're gonna watch Ants over this. You're gonna watch Shrek the Third and Ants over live action How to Train Your Dragon.
Okay, Connor, I'm sorry, but we are gonna have to put it above Ants. I can't watch Ants. I'm not doing that. That's just terrifying. We're gonna have to put it above Ants. We'll put it very low, but it's got to be above Ants. It can be on the same tier, yes, but it's got to be above Ants.
I think it could just go in the whatever's the inoffensive, like, it's there for people who do like it, but I don't know about I'm not comfortable seeing it all the way at the very bottom. It's below Shrek and Ants.
It's pointless to me. It's like
It's not just for you.
This tier list is about what we think, though. I know it's not for me, but it's like it just feels pointless.
Well, you can't say it's a bad, terrible, horrible thing.
My take is I don't like it. And even if you're like, oh, we haven't seen it, okay, I'm gonna go watch it and I'm gonna not like it. I'm gonna be like, okay.
No, it's that attitude.
It's like, okay, it's the same as the animated one. What was the point of this? You're not telling a new story. You're not giving me new characters. It's nothing like exciting. It's not even like, oh, it's like, look, they made it so accurate to the original. It's like,
what if the animation's really good? What if seeing the dragons and the access is really cool?
What's the point of the original existing then?
Write a real life dragon and put it in the movie?
No, what I'm saying is you can't be like, oh, it's still good. Like, it doesn't matter for the animated
Why
stuff.
couldn't they tell
And then it's like, oh, the animated.
This is why a woman could never be president. They can't think rationally.
It's genuinely pissing me off.
Anyway, let's go to the next movie.
From this.
Yeah, that's a bit of a more of a touchy subject than I thought it would be. Anyway, Shrek Forever After.
I don't really remember that one.
Is that the one where Shrek crashes out and is like, man, I wish I still lived alone in a swamp. And then he sells his whole like family and existence out to go live alone in the swamp. And then he's like, oh, well, that was a mistake. And then the whole plot's the movie is him undoing that mistake.
Yeah.
I saw it once and then I never saw it again.
Hmm.
Do you have any strong feelings for it?
Honestly, All right, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I think Shrek Forever After is underrated. It was the final chapter once upon a time. I I like Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah.
I think Rumpelstiltskin was a good villain, and I like the little twist that they did with the what would happen if Shrek never existed, if Shrek was never born. Because that's what the contract was doing. It was essentially erasing Shrek from existence and then putting him in that world where he doesn't exist.
I don't remember the specific details because I saw it when I was young, but so like you'll have to you're a better. I don't remember Rumpelstiltskin very well. I only remember like the plot. I don't remember almost any details about it. So if you think it's actually a sleeper and it's good, all I know is that the third one is terrible, but the last one, I don't feel like anyone has an opinion on the other one. I never hear anybody talking about the last one. Everyone just talks about the first two.
Yeah, that is kind of the. Honestly, I haven't seen Shrek Forever After myself for a while, but I just remember that it actually did some justice, whereas Shrek the Third didn't. This felt like the end of an era. Like, I remember watching this in theaters and thinking, "Wow, that's it. That's the end of Shrek's story." And I kind of have some respect for that. For
That it actually like put in the effort to make an actual end to to Shrek's story like overall.
yeah.
No, that's fair. If it at least I mean, if it was a deep dive on Shrek and like what is important to him, then like sure. I mean, yeah.
And yeah, keep in mind,
I don't remember much about it.
Most of these movies aren't entirely fresh in my mind either, so I'm kind of just going off of memory myself. And it's almost 1 a.m. here, so
You wanna pause it so you can go to bed?
you know
You can
what?
keep going if you want to. Like, whatever works better for you.
Still have like 2.5 rows to go. Okay, I don't know what this is. Is this the latest DreamWorks thing? I don't know what this.
Oh, that's Gabby's Dollhouse. Yeah, that's a new one. It's based on like some kids show. I've never seen it. I don't know anything about it, but I recognize it because they had gift cards for it at the theater when we went to see FNAF 2.
All right, I'm making a new tier.
IDK.
Aaron, what the Sigma? Can we get the Sigma tier?
Oh, no. Netflix.
That's diabolical.
And we're just going to move all the Netflix movies in here. Get them out of the way. Megamind vs. the Doom Syndicate. All the stuff we don't want to talk about. Like Spirit Untamed, I don't know what that is.
I haven't even seen that one. Is that, did they make is that a second Spirit?
Apparently so, but
They did. No, yeah, they made a Spirit sequel. I think it was 3D.
Ew. I never seen that one.
And it was about like a girl.
all right. I think
Oh, the kids show? Like the TV series?
I think maybe it was a series. I thought it also had a movie.
No, I do know about the series with all the girls and the horses.
I thought they had a. I don't. Okay, maybe it was a series then.
Oh, but we get to move on to Megamind now.
Megamind's, it's gotta go in S. It's so good. Remember the part where he's like on the phone talking to the girl and she's like, "What's going on?" And he's like, "I'm just yelling at my mother's urn." I remember in New Mexico on base they would have like either like free or like really cheap movies you could go to just so you could be in like a place with air conditioning because it was super hot. And I went to see Megamind with my friend and her younger brother. And I remember the part where, like, the guy was singing, "I have eyes that can see through lead." We were, like, dying laughing. And my friend's brother went to look up and see if "I have eyes that can see through lead" was on iTunes. It's on the music store. And was like, we were all heartbroken that it's not on the music store.
A song that's only got like two lines.
No, it's not even two. It's the one line. We were like, get this on Spotify right now.
Logo.
Hello, everybody. My name is Marketplace.
The funniest part. Okay, this isn't a critique of the actual Megamind movie. It's a critique of Mega Man, or not Mega Man, Mega Man, Metro Man. If he can move so fast that like. He's basically the fastest character in like all of fiction. Like deadass, he might actually be the fastest. Like he moves so fast that he freezes everything around him and can have a whole like philosophical like crash out. He could have just retired and then anytime there was a problem, just like immediately like destroy like if Mega Man walks up with a suit, he could have just super speed, break the glass, put Megamind in jail, and then just went back to what he was doing. Like he didn't need to fake his death or let Titan nearly destroy the city. He could have just like gone really fast.
Yep.
Anyway, good movie. That just means that he's a moron.
Anyway, Megamind is DreamWorks' magnum opus, and there's no further debate about that.
Megamind's very, very good.
Yeah. What's next?
Megamind and Kung Fu Panda.
Oh, speaking of which, Kung Fu Panda 2. Where do we put this one? Do we think it's as good as the original?
I think. Okay. I don't think anyone will really disagree with me with this. I think the Kung Fu Panda trilogy is all S tier and of almost equal quality. I do think it goes in order. The first one's like the best. 2's good. 3's also good, but just not as good. And then there's nothing else to say about the trilogy. All 3 Kung Fu Panda movies that exist and are treasured and are loved.
It's so nice that there's only 3.
Yes. Lord Shen was the perfect villain for the Kung Fu Panda trilogy.
Surprisingly dark, too.
Yep.
So, like, let's detail the origin story of Poe and his dead mother. Poe's a Holocaust survivor.
Like that ass?
Yes, because they committed pandacide. The reason the pandas all live in their village hidden in the mountains is because they all got hunted by the emperor, wasn't it?
Yeah, Lord Shen.
Yeah, no. So
the guy with the hamsters?
No, that's the third one. No, Lord Shen's the bird with the knives and stuff, and with like the cannons.
The peacock.
No, yeah, all the pandas got, or he's a peacock. Yeah, no, he mass murdered pandas, and
because there was a prophecy that he would be defeated by a warrior of black and white.
and so he didn't like that, and so he pulled a was it King Harold, and
Harold?
just had them all tried to just had as much of them kill off as possible, and they weren't very shy about making it very clear what happened to the pandas. And Poe's mom like drops him in like a basket, and she like holds on to him for a moment, and then she runs away, and then a couple wolves chase after her off screen, and it's you don't have to be you, it's pretty it's and then the goose Mr. Pig like finds him in his like basket and is like, what are you doing here, and then adopts him. Extremely dark, but it was a very good story. I don't think anyone will disagree that it's an S tier movie.
Yeah. Now, what about Puss in Boots?
Oh, ooh, okay. A at the bare minimum. If anyone wanted to argue S, I wouldn't contest it.
I'd say I'd put it above El Dorado.
Yeah, that's fair.
I like how dramatic they make Humpty Dumpty despite him being an inherently goofy character.
I mean, to me, that was like one of the biggest twist villains of my childhood. Never would I have expected Humpty Dumpty to have been the one pulling the strings. I haven't seen the movie in a very long time, so I don't know if they had any hints or if it was implied or anything. But when I was a kid, I was invested hook, line, and sinker. So when Humpty Dumpty ended up being like the twist villain, I was like, ooh. And he's the one that hired the people that came after him, and then he kind of has a moment where he like regrets what he's done, and then when they has to choose between the whole city getting destroyed by the golden goose or letting himself die so that Puss can save the baby, and he chooses and he like lets go of Puss's hand and lets himself fall.
Okay, I don't think I've actually seen this movie because I don't know what you're talking about. This is all very wild.
It sounds like, okay, so I love animation because it's like, what are you talking about? You made all that up. No, I didn't. I did not make any of that up. To my memory, which again it's probably been over 10 years since I've seen that movie, but I remember liking it a lot. It is really good. I do think if someone, yeah, I think it's A.
Yep. Smack dab in the middle of A.
I do very much like the movie.
Yes. Puss in Boots was a very good movie. What do we all think of Madagascar 3?
It's a good movie. It's one of those like it's unnecessary but it's okay type of movies. Like if they ended at Madagascar 2, it would be like I think it'd be a perfect story. 3, I still think is like pretty good. No. Okay, hold on. Actually, I do have a big grievance with 3. They almost retconned the second movie. In Madagascar 3, they completely redact Alex's character. They completely get rid of his his dancing passion thing. Like you know how in the second one they kind of like soft retcon the first movies Alex like as a performer, and it's like he's the dancing lion. He's Alex the dancing lion. He's so crazy. It's Alex the dancing lion. Like that was the whole premise of like the second one is he's passionate about dancing and his dad doesn't like him dancing and wants him to be a real man, and then Alex's passion and dancing is what saves their lives. And then the third one they don't have any of that. And the third one it's just like he's like they're like, what do you do in your performance? He's like, I get on the rock and then I roar and then I get off the rock. And it's like the entire point of the second movie was the fact that you're not a basic, you're a very passionate, interesting character. And so the third movie does do Alex the Lion a massive disservice, and it's kind of a cop out. I don't. However, the opening scene, the bank scene, where they're chased by Dubois, the absolute freaking menace, the actual villain that would beat the crap out of the grandma on the second one. Absolute menacing villain. Who's like she's not even like a villain. She's not even like evil. She's just a lady doing her job, probably in animal cruelty, but like she's just a lady doing her job. So just got like that's kind of funny. I was really annoying as a kid, and so I really liked that. To the point where I agitated my parents. I do think it's B tier. It has good moments. I'm not gonna pick it over any of the other two, but it's not bad. It isn't bad by any means. It's just not like legendary.
Yeah. I think above Wallace and Gromit is a good place to put it.
And then they all end in the circus, but they're their own circus, and they're very passionate about what they do, and they're all happy, and they all just they go from living in the wild in Africa to being a traveling circus. Sure, natural character progression.
Why not?
It's kind of like Toy Story 3. It's unnecessary, but it's alright.
Alright, now what about Rise of the Guardians?
I liked that one.
I don't remember it very well because I actively was not allowed to watch it because my mom thought the movie was basically sacrilegious because she's like, it's a collection of everything we don't believe in, like Santa and the Easter Bunny. So I was, extremely arbitrary reason that was extremely stupid because, we watched other Christmas movies. So I don't know why this movie was somehow like the breaking point.
Santa's okay, but the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah, I don't remember almost anything about it. I do think though that Santa being a badass warrior that fights the forces of darkness, conceptually is awesome. Santa looks sick. He's got like tattoos of like the naughty and nice list or something. That's like just for Santa being sick alone, like I don't know, A or B. You'll have to actually cover the movie, but like from a kind of outsider standpoint, I can't. Okay, shallow thing. But when I look at Jack Frost, I just think of the girls who kept shipping him with Elsa.
That was an interesting time.
I was unfortunately, even despite being not on the internet at that point, even I knew how strong that internet was about that. So I see him and I'm like, oh yeah, girls really liked him with Elsa.
I really like this movie. I think this movie is pretty great. I remember watching this one a lot with my parents. We like Santa Claus. This was a very good interpretation of Santa Claus. I like the Easter Bunny though. He's this big Australian guy with a bunch of bull rings and whatnot.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know, but like, is the Easter Bunny just the missing link from Monsters vs. Aliens? Oh, like are they the same guy? Is it? Are they related?
I don't know. That's an interesting theory.
They're obviously the same character archetype, but like extremely like. I think of the Easter Bunny, and I just think of the missing link.
This Easter Bunny is actually a bit more grumpy than the Missing Link. Missing Link was a lot more chill, but
that makes sense.
I think middle of A is a good place for Rise of the Guardians.
We got no problem with that.
Yeah.
That works for us.
Yeah. The Croods.
Oh, high A tier at least.
Dun, 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 dun.
Croods is just a good movie. It's a good movie. The music. I mean, the music's great. Obviously. I like the story. Grug is a really well written character who has like actual character growth, and it's not just like it's like he made the sacrifice play to save his family, and then ended up being like big like embraced his ideas in the end and ended up big braining a way out of like trouble to like be back with his family.
I
It's
have
just it's
an idea.
it's funny. It's good. The beef with his mother-in-law is so funny. Still, she's like, "I'm not gonna live long enough to get there," and he's like, "Let's go."
Why did you give him the snake voice?
Because that's the voice he uses. Very good. It's an excellent movie. I'll fight people on that one. You'll be like, "Oh, it's Goofy Caveman movie." Yeah, because they're goofy cave people. But that doesn't take away from how good the movie is.
I call it an A. Rhymes with grug.
Elite joke.
If I put it in between Shrek and Madagascar, that's fine, right?
I think it's better than Shrek.
Ooh.
I think The Croods is a way better movie than Shrek. I would pick The Croods over Shrek every time.
Oh, hey, that makes a really good diagonal for the trilogy.
It's funny.
Funny. Oh,
I love The Croods. My mom and I would watch that movie like all the time.
now what do we think about Turbo?
I like the snail. I like the part of the beginning where it's like left turn, left turn.
I think Turbo's a serviceable C tier movie. I would watch it over Boss Baby. I would not hate it or compare it to Ants, but I'm not gonna say it's anywhere. I would also not put it over. But what do we got in B? Show me B.
Lowest in
Comparatively.
lowest in B is B movie.
I would watch B movie over Turbo.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I think it goes like in the tier below.
Yeah,
Like B.
I'd watch Sinbad over Turbo, honestly.
Yeah. Turbo is just kind of like, I feel like that movie is very like, it's for the kids.
Yeah, it's
Like, fast now.
middle of the rung, I'd say.
I think it's the DreamWorks equivalent to, or I think it was the DreamWorks attempt to match Cars.
Yeah.
Kinda. It's not, the characters aren't charming. They're not memorable. It's like you have the snails. Okay, I say that. There was the one guy who was making his, like, his taco, though, that, like, everyone was memeing on a while ago, because it's like, this one guy was making, like, the perfect taco. But, like, do you even remember anyone from Turbo? It's like, I remember there was, like, an old lady.
I don't think I remember a
It's
single thing about Turbo. I think they had like an animated series on Netflix or something.
They did, and the animated I would have watched that over the movie as a kid. Turbo's a movie made up of entirely background characters.
Yep.
Like it's a background character movie. Like there's like no interesting characters. There's no like interesting story. It's a snail who likes racing. There's a snail who wants to go fast. That's the whole thing. It's more of an idea. It's not. It's okay. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh, this is a disgraceful, horrible movie. But I'm also not gonna be like, this shit peak.
Yeah.
I think that snail's fast. I remember that snail's fast song, and it was just I thought it was really funny because they're like that snail's fast, fast, fast.
All right.
The fact that I've even talked about Turbo this long is kind of upsetting me. I feel like I wasted time. I feel like I spoke too much about Turbo.
Let's move on then. Mr. Peabody and Sherman.
A at best, but I think like high B.
Yeah, I'd say this is a B tier movie.
Like I'm not gonna go out of my way to watch it, but it is a charming, like feel good movie. It's funny. It has some really good jokes in it. But like I don't know. Like, yeah, no, I think it's a high B tier, low A tier. I would compare Mr. Peabody and Sherman to like Madagascar 2. In terms of like quality, I think it's a good movie.
The
Not as good as, well, I don't know.
the
You
pro-
know, it's a good movie.
I mean, I'll put it above Madagascar 3, if that makes
Yeah,
you happy.
no. Yeah, definitely above Madagascar 3.
Yeah. Yeah. Me personally, I'm kind of nostalgic for this one just because I grew up watching the Rocky and Bullwinkle show, and this was always my favorite segment, the Mr. Peabody stuff. So
I didn't watch a lot of that show as a kid. Because it's so old. My mom rented me one from like the library or something, or Netflix or something as a kid, and I watched it. The only thing I remember about Rocky and Bullwinkle is Rocky was looking through a newspaper one time because they were looking for help, and they found an ad for a suicide like center where you could just go there and get killed, and it had like a guy with a knife in his back. And as a kid, I was like, what the hell?
Oh my!
I'm like, you don't see that anymore.
You should see the first episode of Futurama. They have this whole entire suicide booth that you could just go in, put a quarter in, and
See, because that makes sense because that's an Adult Swim show. When I'm watching Rocky and Bullwinkle, I was expecting like goofy, silly little hijinks between two goofy guys, and it's like, come to the euthanasia center. We'll put a knife in your back, Lamau. That caught me really off guard as a kid.
Yeah.
I was like, huh?
yeah.
Huh?
How to Train Your
In
Dragon
conclusion,
2.
Peabody and Sammy is good.
How to Train Your Dragon 2. Where does the sequel go?
I again cannot. Okay, hold on. I do have stuff to say about the third one. The second one, I can't say anything because I didn't like it. I actually disliked it, not because it was a bad movie, but because it made me really sad. Because the Hiccups family finally got reunited. The mom got to see her husband actually grow as a person and accept the dragons, and it was like, and his family was together. And then Stoic tackles Hiccup to save his life, and then he dies, and then it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
which like it's tragic. It's important to the story, but like Stoic's death. Like Stoic was one of the a well-developed Stoic was one of the most important things to me when I watched that movie. One of the few things I did care about, and him being out of the picture. I actually, as a kid, I stopped caring about the rest of the movie almost. That made me so upset. Stoic was one of the I know I went on a tangent about how much I didn't care about those movies. But like Stoic's death, that messed me up as a kid. That made me genuinely upset. I mourned Stoic.
Oh yeah.
I like Stoic. I mourned that family.
We all have had that moment. Yeah.
I cannot like. This is gonna be an outrageous thing for me to say for myself. There are not many fictional characters I have genuinely mourned. Optimus Prime in like the original cartoon's death.
Yep.
Was an extremely tragic, upsetting death for me because Optimus Prime is my all-time favorite fictional character, like of all time. So like that makes sense, but like the deep sense of like loss I felt when Stoic died is akin to the one I felt when Optimus Prime died. I don't know if it was like the father figure dying or what, but just like Stoic's death fucked me up as a kid, and for that alone, as good as the movie I know it is, for me specifically, I can't like I'm like I am not watching this movie again. Or like, I can't. Okay, that's not true. I could watch the movie again if prompted to, but I'm not gonna watch it on my own.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's probably A tier.
Yeah, it's A tier. I put it between Shrek and Madagascar.
I know people would argue for it to be S tier probably, but like I'd throw it an A.
Yeah.
I know it's good. It just wrecked me as a kid. I still miss Stoic. I liked Stoic.
Yeah.
Which is funny because in the first one he's so like, insufferable. But
Man.
that's all I got for that one.
Yeah, that really brings back some memory. Penguins of Madagascar.
Super slept on, underrated movie. I don't know why people do not like this movie. This movie's great.
Oh,
I love this movie. A.
Top of A. Do we put
We
it?
got on top of A.
Yeah.
Below the Croods.
Below the
Croods is better,
Below the
but I would watch it. Yeah. I think it's good. I like it a lot. I like. Does it have its moments? Does it have its quirks? Yeah. But are we really gonna say Shrek doesn't? Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, I think the movie's good. It was very entertaining when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I do not understand why. I don't know. I just really like the Penguins of Madagascar. I loved the cartoons. I love them in all the Madagascar movies. They're the best parts. I do kind of wish, like, I don't know. There is kind of a sense of I don't know. I do kind of not love the plot of them being like they feel like they're second fiddle to like the North Wind. It's like obviously they proved that that's not true, that they are like infinitely better than the North Wind or whatever they're called, but like
Yeah.
I don't know. It does kind of I don't know. Like it's like I'm not gonna be like it's S tier, but I do think the fact that like nobody talks about it is crazy. I do think that it's almost it's almost like a niche fandom type of movie, which is crazy to me because the Penguins of Madagascar are super iconic. But it is strange to me that their TV show is more popular than their movie.
I mean, the TV show is pretty iconic. Don't get me wrong.
It is. No, it is. No, just like, but like that. No, that's the thing though. Is that's like, there's the, like which one would you say is more iconic, Kung Fu Panda the movie or Kung Fu Panda the cartoon?
The movie.
The movie, obviously. So it's just like the Penguins of Madagascar gets its movie, and then no one talks about it.
I think it's because of what comes first. Like the Penguins got their show first, and the nostalgia from that kind of overshadows the movie a little.
You know
bit.
what? Actually, that's probably true. I'll give you that. I don't know, I just do think it's really strange that I see like you might see like a meme or two come from this movie, but like nobody talks about it, and most people I've talked to about it, other than like you and Neva, don't seem to care about it that much. They're just kind of like, oh yeah, that movie. I'm just like, huh? You didn't like this movie? It's more perplexing to me than anything. Yeah, but I do think it's A.
Yep. High A.
At the very worst, high B. At the very worst.
At the very worst.
Thank you, sir.
Oh boy, here we go. What do we think about Home?
Mid to low C tier. Neva, do you have any feelings about Home?
I liked it. Okay, I don't think I would intentionally watch it again, but if it was on TV in like a doctor's office, I wouldn't be like appalled.
I'd watch it over Turbo.
Yeah, no, definitely. It is okay.
You represent the
Yeah. It has it is kind of just Sheldon Cooper Alien. Which is kind of funny. It is just Sheldon Cooper as an alien. So I don't know if that has any kind of effect on me, but I don't know. I haven't seen it in a really long, or like since like, I don't know, probably middle school or early high school. My little sister, I think, saw it recently, and she told me that Rihanna's acting is really bad in it, or like she is not a good voice actress. So I guess if we take a secondhand opinion from someone, the voice acting might not be peak. It's kind of forgettable.
I haven't seen
like,
Home in like 10 years, so I wouldn't know.
It's forgettable. The villains, like, I do think the twist is interesting that the villains aren't actually villains. They're just looking for their baby or something. but like it's also just it's like it's okay.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna like none of us here care about it. None of us here are gonna watch it. But it's also not Ants, and it's not like. And if I had to choose between it and Turbo, I would pick Home.
Yeah.
I feel okay. It's okay. It probably has good feel. Like it has like there is the relationship with her and the alien, and there is like I don't know. There is like the new. I mean, if you try, I guess if you really started trying to peel layers back, you can say that it explores the struggles of a character who doesn't fit in very well or is potentially like on the spectrum trying to navigate everyday life and having a really like hard time with that. And like it like points out kind of explores the rejection of like people who struggle with that if you really wanted to peel into it. But like as someone who's not had to struggle with that, to me it was just Sheldon Cooper Alien. The movie.
I love that you had that completely serious, like, deconstruction of the plot, and then you just wrap it back around to it being...
If you're looking for it, it can be there, whereas it's not there for Turbo. There's nothing there for Turbo, I don't think. Whereas, like, it could be there for Home, but, like... I could also just be that really irritating English teacher that's like, the door is red in Shakespeare because it signifies Shakespeare's anger. I like that could just be me. That could be a pretentious. It could be pretentious. I don't know. I'd have to really watch the movie and dissect it to get like a base like a serious opinion on it. But like, it's inoffensive. It's okay. I don't care about it.
Yeah. Kung Fu Panda 3.
I think it goes in S. I think I would still watch Kung Fu Panda 3 over... Alright, hold on.
Yep.
As I look at this, I think Kung Fu Panda belongs in this. But the more I look, I was about to say I would prefer to watch Kung Fu Panda 3 over anything in A tier. And then I see the Crudes sitting there. And then it makes me feel something.
Like...
I want Crudes in S. Neva, will you be okay with Crudes in S? The Crudes. Funny K People movie. Neva and I are gonna have a long talk after this. No, just kidding. I think Penguins of Madagascar is a good is a good rep for A tier. I think the Crew okay, but then again, I don't know if I would necessarily say Crudes is like Kung Fu Panda, Mega. That would be my hill to die on. Crudes is above Madagascar 2. I don't know if it's better than Kung Fu Panda 3. I will not say it's better than Prince of Egypt. I will, despite my own feelings on Prince of Egypt, I won't say that Crudes is more profound than Prince of Egypt. Like Mike Crudes is my hill to die on. I think people who haven't seen the Crudes will look at me in disgust, and I think people who remember the Crudes, who have seen it as many times as I have, will be like, yeah, that's good. I think the Crudes earns it. I don't have an opinion on the Crude sequel because I haven't watched it and I heard it was not good, except for the one meme that came out of it. But the first one, this is my hill to die on.
Yeah, I think we can go ahead and put this right about here, I'd say. Crude's New Age. I watched it once, don't remember anything about it.
The only thing I know from that movie is the right here. Everything you could want is right here. I'm hungry.
Yes.
Both Neva and all my coworkers and I reference that frequently. We'll be like in the middle of a conversation or something, and then just be like,
Yeah.
Crudes is elite. Crudes beats anything Pixar has put out in the past 10 years, if not longer. Crudes beats the slop coming out lately. Crudes is just that good, and I will fight for that. That's what I believe in.
I respect it. Oh boy.
Enough for that next movie, however.
Oh boy. Do we have our
I don't
first
think-
movie that's worse than Ants?
What is it?
You know what? I think, yes. I would rather watch Ants than any of the Troll movies. I would at least be amused by how bad Ants is and be like, entertained by the what the hell of Ants. I would not get that from Troll. I have seen Trolls. I might have even seen the second one, but I have little sisters, so I saw Trolls and I hated it, and I hated everything about it.
Do we want to just get rid of the whole trilogy then?
I'm fine with that.
I don't know what order to rank
I hate
these.
Trolls. also, I just don't like Trolls because it's not for me, okay? Because I'm not like a middle school girl. But specifically, fuck the Trolls sequel for making classic rock the villain.
Ooh.
Excuse me? Excuse me? You think Justin Timberlake music is better than classic rock, than like AC/DC and all the like legends of yesterday? That is disrespectful. I walked in after I got home from like a date or something in high school and saw that they were like the villains were rehearsing and they were playing Rock You Like a Hurricane in their rehearsal. And it's like, yeah, these are the bad guys. And I'm like, I'm gonna crash the fuck out. No, what? That made me genuinely angry.
I think
I want.
we have our first F tier.
I want that movie dead. I think all the Trolls belong down there. I don't like any of them, but I want like if there was like an E tier, that Trolls movie would be like at the very like it's just ooh, I hate you, Trolls. I hate you. I would watch if I had to choose between the Megamind quote unquote sequel and you. I would watch the Megamind sequel.
Well, it's a good thing it's in the tier directly below Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate.
Ooh, the funniest part is, did you watch any of the Trolls? Have you seen any of them?
I saw the. I think it's the most recent one, or it was most recent one in like 2024. I think I saw the one where like all the brothers getting back together. I saw that one with Velvet and Veneer in it because everyone was like, "Oh, it's so good! It's really." I saw a bunch of people like on Instagram making like OCs and fan art and stuff, and I was like, maybe it will surpass expectation. Maybe it's actually good. And I'm
People are making Trolls OCs. What?
the only thing I can say is that they had these like puppet looking characters in there, and I really liked the design of the puppet looking characters. And nothing else. There was, I mean, Veneer, like the guy villain, he had some funny moments. I thought Ghost just floated away. He was kind of goofy. There's the part like remember where the main girl villain is like, oh, we have to sing or else we'll to go back to where we came from, where we had nothing, and the boy, her brother, is like, girl, we lived in the suburbs. Our parents were dentists. Okay, he was funny. He was in the wrong movie.
If Neva wants to take that one specifically out of like trash tier. Okay.
Take that one character out of trash tier because he was funny. But no.
You want to take that joke out of trash? Nothing else.
I do routinely think about, I thought Ghost just floated away. The way he says it, I think about that quite often. I'll reference that in my head.
That's because it's whimsical and
It is whimsical. It is funny.
I will put Trolls Band Together at the top of Schnitzel tier.
Thank you.
At the top of trash tier.
Anyway, Boss Baby. As if one bad thing follows another.
I guess it can go by ants.
Go by ants.
Okay, I've seen Boss Baby, and I've seen it multiple times, unfortunately, because my mom really liked the movie, and like, I thought it was okay. the first time. Like, I probably would have put it next to Turbo back in the like when I was younger. And then I watched it multiple other times, and I was like, wow, this movie gets worse every time I watch it. And one of the most insane, and then Alec Baldwin shot that lady, and it just kind of like, all right, well, oh, but it was an accident. Yeah, a live round and a gun on set. That sounds like an accident. Yeah, no, I don't think Boss Baby's any good. It's not deep. It's not really interesting. That's got the ugliest art style, corporate ass art style. Ugh, it's not. It's one of. It's just. It's not good.
Permission to
I
put
don't have
Boss
anything to say
Baby
about it.
2 in Netflix tier?
I feel like we could assume it's in Schnitzel tier, but like, yeah, I'm fine with it being a Netflix tier.
No, I'll put it up right here. It's not.
That's good.
It's not a Netflix movie, but it should be. But it might as well be.
Like, I would watch Ants over Boss Baby.
Alright, now on to an actually good movie, Captain Underpants.
So I did see this movie, I think, in high school. I will unfortunately admit that I don't remember most of it, but I do know that I enjoyed watching it, and I thought it was good. So, for me, it could be in B tier or it could be higher. I can't say.
Honestly, I think I'd put it in B tier somewhere alongside Peabody and Sherman. It's kind of nostalgia for me, but I do kind of like it. I haven't seen it in a while. I'm not entirely sure how well the art style translates from the 2D to the 3D. Like it.
I was an enormous. Sorry.
Like most of it is there. It's kind of just for me. It's just the eyes. Like you've seen my art style. I took cues from the way they draw the lines on the eyes. They have more rounded. They're more rounded as compared to the style that I go with. They have the Baby Mario eyes. That's the only way I can describe it.
Yeah, the Charlie Brown Baby Mario, yeah.
Like it's round and it's uncanny, and that's the only knock I really have against the visual style of it. But other than that, it's a perfectly serviceable film that really pays homage to Captain Underpants.
Which is hilarious because it's just like, who? I am not even exaggerating. I probably read 7 or 8 Captain Underpants books.
I think
I did eventually drop it, but I got a uncomfortable amount of. I loved Captain. I had a Captain Underpants themed birthday party in elementary school to the point where I made my own decorations for it because obviously birthday decorations don't exist for that. I made my own. That's how much I loved Captain Underpants as a kid. I was just that kid. I was just that goofy. That was me. I was that guy that liked Captain Underpants. And you're like, of course Jason likes Captain Underpants. And I'm like, yeah, it's peak. He has to fight Professor Poopy Pants.
Yes.
and the turbo toilets. Oh, wait a minute. And then, okay, hold on. The goofiness and the obvious, cringe of it aside, I'm not going to be like, oh, Captain Underpants is profound. There are 2 things I will give Captain Underpants as a whole franchise. One, it encourages that artist and his work just encourages children to explore their imagination and not worry. And he intentionally portrays adults to be grumpy and old and not fun and will rain on your parade for any given reason. And that was completely accurate. And he's like, do whatever you want. When he has the kids make the comics, the kids spell things wrong all the time. He does that intentionally to be like, hey, don't worry about it. you'll grow up and you'll learn how to spell stuff right eventually. That's not what's important. Like, school shouldn't be making you miserable. Like, enjoy your life. And like that was actually a takeaway that I actually really appreciated from that as a kid. 2, Flip-O-Rama.
Flip-O-Rama, yes.
Minno's trying to get in your water. Flip-O-Rama was so peak, and not only was it peak, it taught you how to make your own Flip-O-Ramas. So I had a considerable amount of Flip-O-Ramas in my room because that's so peak. I know it has nothing to do with like the actual movie. I don't remember the actual movie as well, but like I have just this the nostalgia for those books is great. I can't believe I just ranted about something profound from Captain Underpants though.
Yep.
Captain Underpants beats Racing Snails.
Now, I did want to jump over here. Dogman was a pretty recent release. I watched it, and yeah, I thought it was okay. I don't think it paid nearly as much homage to Dav Pilkey's style style of work. I don't think there was nearly as much Flip-O-Rama as there was in Captain Underpants. Plus, it's completely in universe, so this is just based on a comic that George and Harold drew, so they themselves are not part of it. So I
have nostalgia for Captain Underpants, and I only saw it because I was babysitting my little sisters, and it was my mom just got it for us to watch while I was babysitting them. So like I didn't even go out of my way for Captain Underpants. But like I mean I don't care about Dogman. I remember Dogman from the comics, but it's like I don't care about it.
Yeah. On the one hand, I like that it retains the style, but on the other hand, I have a severe grudge against Dogman because okay, so hear me out. I've read the Captain Underpants series. I distinctly remember reading the whole series front to back. And at the end of the series, Captain Underpants ceases to exist. And what do George and Harold do instead of drawing another Captain Underpants comic to remember him?
Do they double down on Dogman?
They double down on Dogman. Their greatest hero just up and perishes, and all they can think about is Dogman.
What the hell?
What the hell? And you know, it's charming in and of itself, but the plot of this movie in particular is so confusing. Like, there's a bunch of villains who turn out to not be as villainous as they seem, and by the end of the movie, there's no villain. Everyone's just made amends or whatever, and
Interesting.
Yeah, this movie is, I think, top of C tier. It's better than Joseph King of Dreams, but more of a joke than the B movie.
I myself would watch Joseph King of Dreams over Dogman, but I'm not enough to fight over it. Like, that's fine if it's in C tier. I don't care about ranking ranking movies over each other in C tier. If it's in C tier, it's in C tier.
Yeah.
It's fine by me.
Now, what do we think of the final chapter thus far in the How to Train Your Dragon saga?
Okay, I apologize for my constantly going back and forth on How to Train Your Dragon. Neva, hold on, you gotta be on this one. How to Train Your Dragon 3 is the only one I actually I don't even remember it very well, but I actually low-key sort of liked that one. That was kind of cool. They had to go out to war against the dragons. Hiccup finally was cool. Hiccup had aura. He had his armor. He had the flaming sword. That's the one where he had his flaming sword. Yeah.
I think
that one.
I think 2 was the one that had the flaming sword. That introduced the flaming sword anyway.
Okay. Well, okay. The main thing I remember from the third movie is 1, the dragons all went into their hole and disappeared forever. 2, There's like a part where Hiccup is like in his full armor and he like walks out of the dark and he pulls his flaming sword off his back and I'm like, yeah, damn, aura. He was aura farming. That was really shallow, actually. I don't really have a take. I just remember being like, oh, he's not a little loser anymore. He's cool.
Would we put
He's got his
this?
dragons. He's got his flaming sword.
Would we put this in S tier?
I'm not offended by it being an S tier. It can go in S tier.
I'll put it above Madagascar 2, but below Kung Fu Panda 3.
Acceptable. I accept it.
Yeah.
This is acceptable.
Okay, we got another sleeper here, Abominable. What do we think about this one?
It's probably the most no comment movie on here for me. I got no idea. Yeah, Netflix tier. Netflix tier. Don't know.
Netflix tier.
Don't know. Don't care. It's just a genuine like, okay. I think it looks like the Netflix version of Monsters Inc. to me. It's a girl and her monster. I've seen this already, and it was really good. I don't want to see it again.
All right. Now we move on to The Bad Guys.
A tier. I remember I saw it. I saw it like 3 years ago, probably. A knock against it is I don't remember it super duper well, but I have a bad memory, so that doesn't really count.
That's fine.
It's really good. It's funny. The animation is really good. It's one of those took a page out of Spider-Verse's book and finally broke away from boring normal 3D. It's stylized. I like the plot of it. The plot's the part I have a harder time remembering. I don't care so much about it to go see the sequel. I didn't go see the sequel, but I liked the first one well enough. I like the animation. I thought it was funny. It kind of has that like K-pop Demon Hunters exaggerated expressions type of humor, which I like. It's very expressive, very artistic. I like it.
Would you be opposed to putting it under Shrek?
So, two reasons why it goes under Shrek. One, it's got Aquafina in it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't hate Aquafina that much. I'm kidding. But I at least remember Shrek. I don't remember a whole lot of Bad Guys as much. I mean, to be fair, I've seen Shrek more, but like, Shrek has cultural relevance. The Bad Guys does not.
What about the Bad Guys?
Bad
Guys 2. Have we seen this one? I have not.
I don't think anybody here has seen Bad Guys 2. I would watch it over anything like below B tier, but I don't know anything about it, so I can't judge it.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I think. This is pending. We have not actually seen Bad Guys 2 yet, but I think it's fair to put it between Captain Underpants and Madagascar 3. I'm sure it's quality.
I'm sure, I don't know. Someone told me that they thought it was kind of but also that person doesn't really care about those type of movies very much, so their opinion doesn't really matter to me when it comes to that specifically.
Speaking of recent releases, what do we think of The Wild Robot? I have not seen this one, but I've heard really good things about it.
So have I. We could probably just tuck it in the A tier and assume it's good.
Yeah.
I have not seen it, but I heard the book was really good, and then I've had coworkers who watched it and they were like, this is really good. Unless anyone has an objection to it, I don't think we have anything to say about it.
I'll put it up here. Below Bad. Just below Bad. Yeah, that's probably fine. Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. What do we think? S tier?
C.
C. Wait a minute.
No, I'm just kidding.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
you had me going for a moment. I thought we were about to have another big old rant.
No, is a good movie. It's got Puss in Boots. It's got an interesting side plot with Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Jack Horner, voiced by John Mulaney, is the most.
Close.
That was weird. Yeah, no, that alone. Death or farming the whole time and scaring the crap out of Puss in Boots. Puss having to like overcome his PTSD/anxiety attacks. The only thing I do not care about in this movie is the therapy dog. The therapy dog is kind of annoying. Other than that, elite movie. Better than Prince of Egypt. Better than The Croods. It's just it's really good. I want to rewatch it. Actually, I don't think I've seen it more than once. I need to see it. I need to watch it a second time. I don't rewatch stuff a lot as an adult. But like if I was a kid, I probably would have had this movie memorized. Like that. Like it was very, very, very good. The animation. Oh, I didn't even talk about the animation. Spider-Verse tiered animation. Almost.
Oh, yep.
So good. So good. Very, very extremely enjoyable movie. Would I if I just had unlimited free time, I'd watch it a second and third time. Do you want to see something cool?
You want to see something cool. Oh, but now, which of these crash outs do we want to talk about first?
Damn, we really decided to end this on a low.
No.
Neva, which one's the best one? Ruby Gilman or Kung Fu Panda 4? I guess the only debate would be which one do you want to put lower?
Oh, no.
Okay, Connor, you'll have to actually remind me. What was Ruby Gilman fumbled in like execution, right? Didn't it have like a good like premise, but then it broke itself?
It had the promise of a good story, and it fumbled on every world building trope in the book. It fumbled literally everything. This is my canon event. But the question is, do I put it below Trolls? Because I would not watch Trolls if I had to save my life. But I bought the DVD Blu-ray for Ruby Gilman just so that I could crash out even more. And that says something, because I've never been so
dedicated levels of hating.
I've never been so hyperfixated on something that I hated so sincerely. Like, it's worse than Boss Baby, but I don't think I can put it in Schnitzel tier alongside these, because it actually has promise. If the story had just been refined a little bit more, it could sit.
Ruby Gilman could have been good. Trolls was never going to be good. So I agree with your assessment.
And of course, I'll have a much more detailed analysis, much more detailed, frame by frame, even, eventually. But yeah,
unfortunate tragedy.
A tentacular tragedy, indeed. And last but least, Kung Fu Panda 4.
I'm trying to decide how bad I hate this movie. Okay, I would only... Okay, I have to remember to be honest to it, because I'm like, how much above the Trolls would I put it? I'm like, okay, it's not that bad. I hate this movie. It doesn't need to exist. It shouldn't exist. It's terrible. The plot's awful. Awkwafina is obnoxious in it. It's a cash grab. All it is it took one of the most beloved animated trilogies, if not the most beloved animated trilogy of our generation, and tried to keep it going, didn't try to make it good, and it went the Ice Age route, and it fumbled. It is the Toy Story 4 equivalent to me. I hate it. It shouldn't exist. I could go more into it if, but like it's just on its own. C tier, I think.
C tier.
No, C tier.
Like here? Oh, Z
See,
tier.
I'm like,
Z tier.
no, C,
Oh,
like ABC
C tier.
Canadian.
C
Yeah.
tier.
Or Turbo, actually. I would rather watch Home or Turbo over Kung Fu Panda 4, because Kung Fu Panda 4 makes me angry. Kung Fu Panda 4 is gross and disrespectful. If I watch Turbo, it's inoffensive. Kung Fu Panda 4 makes me mad. On a personal tier list, it goes down there above Trolls, but like, it's not. The animation is good. Actually, there was one good thing to come out of that movie, and it was Jack Black's cover of Maybe Hit Me One More Time. The credits were good, and I think that's funny, because normally when you say my favorite part's the credits, you're implying it's because the movie's over. But watching the credits was actually enjoyable because that cover was so good, because Jack Black's singing is amazing. Yeah, no, I do not. Okay, okay. You know what? Might as well. It's not a good movie. First of all, the premise. The premise could have worked if they just did it right, but they didn't. There were very easy ways they could. It's a coward's movie because they didn't commit. If they committed, it could have been at least okay, but they didn't commit. They dipped their toes in the water, but didn't put their foot all the way in. The premise was, oh, Poe, it's time for you to stop being the Dragon Warrior. It's time for you to be the new Oogway old man sensei wise guy. So says Shifu, who's suddenly in charge of Poe, the guy who mastered Shi and is like the grand arbiter of Kung Fu. And like, first of all, the fact that Shifu can just pressure Poe at all at this point is ridiculous, because
Shifu's
it's absurd.
retired.
Shifu's like, Shifu just wants like out, kind of. Like, I think Shifu just wants to retire on his own. He's not even actually retired. He just wants Poe to take over his stuff, and like, that's fair. Like, but like at the same time, it's like you're like, Poe, I want you to be a teacher. You need to like move on, and like it's time for your next step, Poe. Poe is clearly not ready for that, and he's being pressured into that. Poe's in his prime still. He loves his job. He loves his life. There's zero reason for Poe to retire as the Dragon Warrior. Like, there's no precedent. There's no reason. There doesn't need to be an old man Oogway. Poe, at the end of Kung Fu Panda 3, was teaching the entire Valley of Peace, like, how to use Chi. And we see him frequently teaching Kung Fu all the time. The Secrets of the Furious 5 spin-off movie, which is canon, like, shows Poe being a teacher and learning how to teach. So it's like you can't even use that plot properly. So it's a terrible plot that's clearly like someone in a boardroom was just like, all right, Poe has to grow up and like stop being the Dragon Warrior. It's like, it's stupid. It's lazy. They didn't even try. But it could have worked. I think the way they could have made this work is they needed the time skip is what they needed to do. Shifu needs to be like actually a million years old and barely able to move. Poe had to be like his dad's age. Poe had to be like, this movie could have worked if the lesson was, Poe, everyone's time comes to an end. It's time for you to move on. It's time for you to embrace the next generation. That would have been good. It would have been meaningful. I think it could have still been really good. But they didn't. Poe didn't look a day older than he did in the first movie. It's just like there's no point. And then his replacement character, I don't even was she even that much younger than Poe? Like it's just like they didn't make that very. I don't know that maybe I missed that, but like it's just there was no reason for Poe to replace the Dragon Warrior. As he is, if there was precedent for it, like if Poe was so old and he's like, yeah, I love kicking butt, and then he like low key gets kind of bodied, and then he has to like really lock in to beat a couple of like thugs, and then the others are like, Poe, you're unk. It's time to step down. Like you're done. Like your back hurts. You've been kicked and beaten up 100 billion times. It's time for you to let go. And then Poe's like, no, I can still be the Dragon Warrior, and then he like holds on to it and refuses to let go, and then eventually he's like, you know what, I think it is time for my story to end, but I will use my knowledge to empower the next generation. Which, again, it's not what they did. They didn't, but they wanted more movies. They didn't want to, like, no, if Poe gets too old, then we can't make more movies with him. So let's have the same story, but not commit to it. So Poe's still young. Poe's still fine. He is at the top of his game. And then it's just like, Poe, you need to retire. It's like, why? Even he in the movie's like, why? I don't need to. And it's like, well, it's because you're the grand arbiter of Kung Fu now. Time for you to be wise and old. And Poe's just like, no. Like, there's no reason for it. Clearly, the whole world is functioning fine. Like, I'm pretty sure it was because just Shifu wanted to retire, like, all the way. But it's just kind of like, Shifu, you've been irrelevant, low-key, since the first movie. He was a background character in both the movies that came after the first one. It's just like, there's no point. So the plot's the biggest thing I beef with. The actual movie isn't, it's like an episode of the cartoon. Like, it's okay, but like, it's not nearly as good as the trilogy. They go romping around, they fight some stuff. The side plot is abysmal. Poe's two dads. We had the two dads arc already. We saw Poe's adoptive father and his biological father in the third movies, and they had to kind of like both accept that they are both important figures in Poe's life, and like they can coexist and they can both support Poe in their own ways. And in the third movie, they don't have any relevance. It's just them going out. They're just like, oh, we're worried about Poe. Let's go keep an eye on him. It's like, that guy can come back from the dead. That guy killed himself in the third movie and then came back. What are you going to possibly do? They were completely irrelevant. It was very obvious that they were there just to take up screen time. I didn't enjoy them on the screen at all. I like those characters, and I didn't enjoy them at all. The Furious Five weren't in the movie at all. They were on a business trip, or they were doing their own missions or something. So they were like the Furious Five weren't in there at all. The only part of the movie I thought was actually pretty funny was they're looking for Poe in a village, and they're like, "Have you seen him?" And they're like, "No." And he's like, "Have you seen this man?" "No." And then they talk to a bird, and or there's like a fish or so, and they're like, "Have you seen him?" And they're like, "Yes." And then they turn and walk away.
The bird makes like a bird sound, so it's a pelican with a fish in his mouth. But the pelican's got his mouth closed. They go up and they're like, "Have you seen him?" And the bird goes like, and makes like a bird noise, and then people walk off, and the pelican opens his mouth, and the fish pops out, and it's like, where are they going? You said yes.
That was the only good joke in that whole movie. That I can remember, at least. The only part where I would rewatch a part of it was the 45 seconds where Tai Lung did Kung Fu. Tai Lung actually fighting for like a minute in there was awesome. That had me excited. And then they didn't do anything with it. They just locked him up, and then and the villain, dude, it just keeps getting worse.
Yeah.
So they lock up Tai Lung and all the others, and then the villain is there, and then she's like, they wouldn't let me do Kung Fu because I'm small and that's my size. Are you serious?
Mantis exists.
Even Viper exists, but yeah, no, Mantis is it's not she wouldn't have known about that, blah blah blah. He is a member of the Furious Five, like living legend status. So I'm just like, the people who wrote this didn't watch the first 3 movies at all, and if they did, they watched it in the background, not thinking about it. So I'm just like, that was stupid. That was so stupid. She was lame, and it was she was like a lamer rehash of the 3rd movie, where instead of stealing everyone's chi, which is interesting, she was stealing everyone's kung fu. What? Why would you do that? Why? Just like what? Just that's your whole motive is? Oh, they bullied me when I was a kid, so I'm gonna steal their kung fu. What? Are you in middle school? Do you have no life? It's just like, oh, and then that sucked. And then at the end of the movie, when the Poe and the new person beat the villain and everything, and they send the villain, and then there's the part where everyone bows at the end, and they're like, oh, like, yo, we all respect you now. We're going back to the spirit world. All right, Tai Lung. I don't like it. I can kinda see it. Because he might to some extent respect Poe for beating him in the first movie. So it might be like a game recognized game kind of thing. I'm willing to forgive that one. Shen is Bird Hitler. Shen killed Poe's race. I don't care if Poe saved him from being locked up. No, that was stupid. Kai would absolutely not be over losing in the 3rd movie. He had beef with Oogway. You think he's not gonna beef with Poe? It's like, what? So it's just, and then they use the spirit world. They make the spirit world and death as a whole in their universe just another dimension. Like, it's irrelevant. Like, it's just like, they'll just walk back in their portal and they go home. Womp womp. It's just, yeah, so just this whole movie, it was unnecessary. It didn't need to exist. It was a cash grab. It was disrespectful. It was bad. It wasn't bad just because it was bad. It was bad because they didn't care. They stopped trying. It's just, apparently, I don't know if this is true. Apparently, what one of the writers wanted to do was to have Tai Lung come back, and then he would have been beefing with Poe. But then they would have become like rivals, kinda. And then apparently it would have been like a Dragon Ball situation with like Goku and Vegeta. But then they would have kind of like become teachers and stuff like that, and like that's how they would have like moved on. It was like they would have been like they basically would have been like the Oogway and Shifu or something like that. That is infinitely cooler than what we got. Like, that would have been sick. What do you mean? Like, Tai Lung comes back and they beef for a bit, but then they have like respect, and then they like, end up working together for the sake of kung fu or something. I don't know. Hell, you know how cool it would have been if Poe chose Tai Lung to be the Dragon Warrior to succeed him? If Poe was like, all right, well, I'm busy. But Tai Lung low-key kind of cleaned up. Okay, that's like the more I say that out loud, that is kind of trend fan fiction territory, I will admit. But like, I don't know. Literally anything would have been better. Episodes of the cartoon were infinitely better than this movie was.
Yeah. Would you say it's worse than Ants?
See, I haven't seen Ants. But if I had to choose, but if I had to choose between watching Kung Fu Panda 4 a second time and watching Ants the first time, I would watch Ants the first time.
That's
because
all
at
I needed
least
to hear.
Ants is just some crappy movie from the 2000s. Kung Fu Panda 4 ruins the perfect animated trilogy of all time. Of all time. Like, if you can think of a better trilogy, like, let me know. I genuinely, what trilogy rivals Kung Fu Panda? It's not Madagascar. It's not Toy Story. It's definitely not Ice Age. Like, it was the pinnacle. It was like a good movie. They were so good. They were funny and kids could watch them, but they were also profound and had meaningful messages and character development, and they were respectful to Chinese mythology and without going too deep into like super spiritual stuff. It was just the part. It was lightning in the bottle 3 times, and then they're like, oh, hey, what if we didn't put in the work and we just made another Kung Fu Panda movie? And it's, Aquafina.
Yep.
I would watch Ants. Hell, I would watch Boss Baby over Kung Fu Panda 4, because at least I could be like, I could at least be like, I watched Boss Baby, and it'd be funny because I watched Boss Baby. Hell, I would even try the Ruby Gillman movie over Kung Fu Panda 4.
Okay.
Because it's not that Kung Fu Panda 4 is bad. But it's bad. It's worse because it ruins the other movies. I will not be watching these other 3 movies angry. I will be watching Kung Fu Panda 4 the whole time going, we could have had peak. We could have had good. It could. The potential was there. And they just didn't. I thought I was going to rant about this for 10 minutes, and then I ended up going way deeper than I meant.
That is perfectly acceptable. That's why we're recording this in the first place. And wouldn't you know, we finished it. We actually got through the entire thing. That's 50 movies. I don't think we reviewed all 50, but
angry rant to finish out. Hey, which one of these movies is good? And it's just me going off about how bad Kung Fu Panda 4 is.
I mean,
I think we made a good list. I think this is. I think we have a couple of takes that some people would be like, oh, but I think Shrek being an A tier. I don't know. I think a lot more people would agree with Shrek being an A tier as long as they have the knowledge of Shrek 2 being an S tier. I think a lot of people. There will be people who will defend the first Shrek more, but collectively, I think society agrees Shrek 2 is the better movie.
Yep.
I don't think we have anything that's particularly egregious other than... Yeah, no, I think we're... I mean, okay, the stuff we don't know about, like Spirit, like people, fans of Spirit might be like, hey, that's an S movie.
Okay.
But like, you know,
I'm sure we could...
specifically. Yeah, we don't know anything about Spirit. Spirit's probably good, but it's also like, if Spirit's so good, how come more people aren't talking about it?
Yeah, show me the 20 Spirit fans out there.
Okay, that's crazy. That's a crazy take.
It's all about farming engagement, Jason.
True. You're right. I'm not playing the game. I'm not playing the game yet.
Yeah.
See, okay. As much I ranted for 20 minutes about how bad Kung Fu Panda 4 is.
Yep.
It insulted a good movie trilogy. But that fucking Trolls movie put Justin Timberlake over Peak. And I will not let that stand. And then there's just a Boss Baby sequel next to it, which I think is funny.
I think it's fair to put Trolls World Tour at the bottom of the list just because it villainizes rock music for no reason.
Not even the agree. I didn't watch the actual movie. Again, I walked in after I got home from an event, and I just saw them. If they had screamo music because it's scary and intimidating, if all the little troll people are oh, we're happy people, and then you had these other trolls that are I could that. No one would be like, oh yeah, no, that's egregious. But I walk in and I hear them playing "Rock You Like a Hurricane," they're the bad guys. Excuse me. I mean, for all I know, there's someone in the comments right now going, "You're a moron." It wasn't the music that was the problem. It was the specific individual characters. Maybe I don't care. I don't care. The movie's bad. I hate trolls so much. I hate all trolls. I hate looking at trolls. I see a troll and I get agitated.
And
another thing.
And another thing, They keep stealing my socks, and only the left ones. What's with that?
Do you remember when minions reached like peak saturation, and like you would look at a minion and get kind of like annoyed, and you're like, yeah, minion, middle-aged mom,
Yep.
Facebook meme. But like I don't know if it's not the same tier, but like, yeah, I look at a minion now. I look at a minion as an adult. I'm kind of like, minion. Like there's not anything deep about it. I'm just like, minion. But like I see a troll and I'm like, ew, I hate you. Like if you gave me the option between like Trolls and then you gave me like one of the animated Barbie movies from the 2000s, without any hesitation I would pick any of the Barbie movies because it's not Trolls. Also, apparently there were some funny clips from the Barbie movies. there were some funny movies in there, or like there were some funny bits from those movies, low key. But like,
I'm sure there are at least some bangers in Barbie's repertoire.
Yeah, like aside from the bit of humor that Neva pointed out from the most recent Trolls movie, I just I look at Trolls and it's like that personality type that just annoys me. And it's just like, wow, it's the embodiment of annoying people. And I like Sonic. I like anime, and I look at Trolls like the way people look at anime.
It all loops back to Sonic.
Alright, well, we should probably wrap up so you can get some sleep before work tomorrow.
Yep. I will end the recording here.